Signing day surprise, 5-star Peyton Bowen flips to Oregon. You texted me last night and you said, if Peyton Bowen flips, I'm going to be absolutely stunned. Or if he, and now he goes to Oregon. That wasn't what you thought was going to happen.
Yeah, I was expecting Oklahoma coming into today. All of the buzz have been residing with the Sooners. Context for this commitment, we would have to go back to a couple of months ago when he took an unofficial visit out to Oregon. That was October 22nd. When he went out to Eugene. Oregon was trying to push for an official visit this past weekend to try to get him back in one more time before he made his decision. But that visit ended up getting canceled. And instead, he had an in-home visit with Oklahoma on Saturday, spent the entire afternoon with the Oklahoma staff. And it appeared coming into the week that Oklahoma was going to be the biggest competition towards Notre Dame and flipping his signature. And Oregon comes out of nowhere and absolutely steals one from both Notre Dame and Oklahoma. I would have to imagine both coaching staffs are pretty much left in shock at this point. But for Oregon, this is an amazing win, not only on the defensive side of the ball, but being able to flip a second recruit from the state of Texas today. Bowen joins 4-star quarterback Austin Novosad, who flipped from Baylor earlier this morning. Just an absolutely huge day for Dan Lanning.
Yeah, of course, Mateo Uiagalelei commits right around the same time as Bowen. Fast and furious, the news. I mean, I'm not sure if Oregon fans even know his dad flipped since he did it in the dark of the night. As we got to work with him on that timing on the release. Some kind of it's the NIL era, Austin. I'll talk to him about it when I see him. But this was Lanning. He got a late start last year. We know he came in very, very late in the process and was able to do some work in the portal. But now we're talking about 2 5-star defenders, 2 of the basically best 10 players in the country, and he wraps them up. Is this, you think, a sign of things to come where he's living up to that reputation as an elite recruiter and an elite coach on the defensive side of the ball?
Yeah, absolutely. And he's assembled a staff that has been able to recruit really well. Just being able to flip on a dime, bring in Will Stein as the new offensive coordinator whenever Kenny Dillingham left for Arizona State. And Stein immediately went to work on trying to flip Austin Novosad, as it looked like the writing was on the wall that Dante Moore was going to be flipping to UCLA. And all of a sudden, Oregon fans probably don't really care about that flip too much anymore now that Novosad is in the picture, Peyton Bowen is in the picture, and now Mateo Uiagalelei announced his commitment this morning as well. But the momentum that Oregon has in the state of Texas, I've been writing about it for a couple of months now, and I think it carries into the class of 2024. There are already multiple recruits in the state of Texas that have Oregon in their top 2 or top 3 moving into the current junior class. This is not the end for Dan Lanning and company in the state of Texas. They're going to continue to be a major thorn in the side of in-state schools in the Lone Star State.
All right, big edition. Boy, the Ducks are rolling. Be sure to check out Duck Sports Authority for complete coverage of this massive signing day haul. And be sure to follow Nick at Rivals Nick for more coverage. Thanks, Nick.